Hello, Mount Vernon writers. There are so many different things that you can choose to write about this year. Today, we're going to talk about how all of that writing you're going to do can be categorized into three different types or modes of writing: narrative writing, informational writing, and persuasive writing. Each type of writing that you do has a purpose, and it's important for you to understand the reason for your writing in order for it to be well structured. So let's take a look at each type or mode of writing and the purpose or reason for that type of writing. Narrative writing is the first type of writing we'll talk about. Narrative writing is made up stories written for the purpose of entertaining your reader. They have characters such as people or animals. They also include a setting, the time and place where the story happens. They also include a plot, a series of events that make the story interesting. Fictional narratives can be made up entirely from your imagination, or they can also be based on real events. Examples of narratives include plays, fairy tales, chapter books such as the Magic Treehouse books, Dogman, Mercy Watson, and even Harry Potter. Picture books are also examples of narratives. Picture books such as Pete the Cat and the Elephant and Piggy series. Informational writing is all about the facts. Informational writing is factual writing about a specific topic. It usually doesn't include our feelings, it's just the facts. The purpose of informational writing is to explain a topic, to inform someone about that topic, or to teach someone about a topic. Examples of informational writing include how to do something, so how to books, such as cookbooks or books that give directions or instructions. Research reports are also informational writing. Sometimes your teacher might ask you to write a report about animals or one of the 50 states. Also, news stories that tell us who, what, when, where, why, and even how something happened. Those are informational writing. And finally, you can use informational writing to compare and contrast two things that are different. For instance, living in the city versus living on a farm. The final type of writing we'll talk about is persuasive writing. This is where you try to convince someone to see something your way. For instance, you might try to convince someone that a pet dog is a better choice than a pet cat. You also might try to convince them that living in Alaska is a better choice than living in Florida. Characteristics of persuasive writing include trying to convince someone to see something your way, sharing your point of view about a topic, backing up your point of view with evidence, and giving proof or examples about why your point of view is the best. Examples of persuasive writing include advertisements, such as television commercials or billboards, that are trying to get you to purchase something or to do something. Reviews of books, such as toys, reviews of books or toys, such as those that you find on Amazon, because they're trying to persuade you to buy something. And finally, letters of complaint, where you're trying to persuade someone to do something differently. For instance, you might write a letter of complaint to your principal about the length of your recess time, and you're trying to persuade your principal to make your recess time longer. So, those are examples of persuasive types of writing. This year, we will practice writing and reading all three types of writing: narrative, informational, and persuasive. As you write, it's really important for you to think about your audience, who you're writing for, and how you would like to talk to them, because that's what writing really is. Writing is just talking on paper. You might want to write a narrative for one of your friends, maybe a story about an evil chicken. You might want to write a letter to your grandmother, persuading her to send you money for Christmas instead of buying you socks. Or you might want to write an informational paragraph to your teacher, telling her what you learned on a field trip. No matter what you decide to write this year, be creative and have fun. Thanks, writers, and good luck.